Yo, it's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. This is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get into it. Why does everyone want to collab with Cardi B? And why does everyone love Cardi B in general? You know, since Cardi B dropped, what was it, 2017, when she had mixtapes before that, but when she came out with Bodak Yellow, a lot of people took to Cardi B instantly. And then you have the people sit back and they say, but Cardi B isn't even all that talented. She talks funny. Sometimes, she doesn't pronounce her words properly. She could be perceived as ratchet sometimes. Why does the mainstream, people who look down on that type of personality, why do they love Cardi B so much? Well, I'm going to tell you why. I've spoken to a lot of people in the industry about this question. And they say these things. Number one, she does not try to hide or downplay her past. She lets you know, yes, I was a stripper. Yes, I worked at Sue's Rendezvous. Yes, I did some crazy things back then. I danced because I had to get it. Mama couldn't get it for me. Had to get it at Sue's. Lord only knows how I got it at Sue's. Used to be covered in dollars, now I'm dripping in jewels. So her, embrace of her past is the first thing that people like, because people don't like to feel judged about their past. The second thing is she's relatable. That's a word that has become real popular in the urban community over the last 10 years. Relevancy. Relevant. Well, relevant is the cousin of relatable. And when we say relatable, we say because she lets you know, I'm the first person in my family to see six figures. 6 figures is not a lot of money. First person in my family to see 6 figures. I come from the Bronx. Look what I did. I'm relatable. Yes, I am a millionaire, but you can talk to me. You DM me on Twitter, I'll DM you back. More times than none. Even if it's only one time. If you see me in the street, you can approach me. You know what? I'm not going to have the block shut down when I shop. You can see me in the street and come up and talk to me because it's been done before. The third thing, to a lot of people in the industry, she was a breath of fresh air. She came in with this happy-go-lucky attitude, this girl from the Bronx who knows nothing about being a star. And it was just a breath of fresh air to see someone so happy and go lucky. Has she had her down moments? Of course. The moment at the fashion show is probably the worst moment of her professional career. Unnecessary and totally her fault. But when that's really been the only problematic thing you've had, other than going off on people on social media, which I also have told her that I didn't like, but she's her own person. Other than going off on people on social media and getting into arguments on social media. She's pretty much been, as far as in the industry, there's not really anyone who has an issue with her. That's another reason why celebrities love her, because she is unproblematic with them. You don't hear anyone in the industry say they have a problem with Cardi B, probably with the exception of one person. And that was kind of mutual. If you want to say it was more on Cardi having an issue with the other premier female rapper, more so than their fault, I buy that. The way I looked at it, I always thought it was a little bit more on Cardi, even though we can't see what goes on completely behind the scenes. So both of them were at fault. However, other than that person, every other person who's met Cardi B has had nothing but good things to say about her. Even after they've admitted, when they first met her, they were a little skeptical about how they would like, only because of what they've heard or what they saw with the fashion show. A lot of celebrities saw that. But when you talk to J-Lo, Lady Gaga, Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion, Selena Gomez, Drake, the list goes on and on. Then even bigger stars, Tom Cruise. They've all had great things. Denzel Washington, Will Smith, they've all had great things to say about Cardi B. So when you get the Oprah Winfrey, when you get the cosign of the entire celebrity world, Bruno Mars, people are going to want to not only be around you, but they're going to want to collaborate with you. And then on top of that, the final thing is she makes hit records. You see, if all of this was all about, Cardi B's so nice, she's so funny, she's so relatable, but she didn't make hits, wouldn't nobody care. So it's not just her personality. It's not just that people in the industry love her. It's not just that she's humble when you meet her and she sees a bigger star. She's like, wow, I can't even believe I'm in your presence. Black or white. But she makes hit records. And that's why people want to collaborate, especially pop stars. They want that urban hit. And they know right now, no, Cardi B isn't the most talented female rapper. No, she doesn't have the best flow. No, she doesn't write all her own lyrics, and she has a writing team. But guess what? Everyone that works with us, they know it's going to be a hit. They know they're going to get publicity. And it just doesn't hurt when the person is a nice person. They say they love her vision because she will let you, especially if it's your project, she'll let you do what you want and say, listen, just what do you want me to do? I just want to add in one thing. That's what they say about Cardi B. All of them say the same thing. I just want to add one thing in of my own. That's all. And they let her do it. And she pretty much just does what they ask on projects. Of course, on projects that's not hers. She doesn't try to take over the project. She doesn't say, I have to have this amount of camera time, or I got to have, this amount of trailers. And no, she doesn't demand all of that. This is coming strictly from what I've heard. And all I talk to are industry people. And this is from what I've heard about Cardi B. So that's the reason why people love her. That's the reason why people want to collaborate with her. We're talking 2021. It is no longer the people in the 90s heads like myself. We no longer determine what's hot and who's hot. The music industry could care less about people 40, 45, 50 years old. I've been in those meetings when I was younger, and I've heard how they talk about middle-aged people. And this is going back to early 2000s when they said music is starting to transition to the young folk. All we care about are the ages 10 to 21. We don't give a fluck about you, old nigga. That's the way they talk about the older heads who say, oh, well, I like person whose skills and can rap and write their own rap. And they don't care about that anymore. Times have changed. That ain't coming back. People sit and say, real rap is coming back. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. The generation's just getting younger and younger. And unfortunately, people my age, people that are still stuck on the 90s rap, it's still great, but you got YouTube for that. That's why you got YouTube. But do not expect these kids that come out in their 20s or in their teens. It's a different ballgame now. Cardi B was able to usher in new generation female rap. And that's why people love her. Personality, relative, but she makes the hits. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe. Share this video with your friends.